sorry. It's hard to talk about because I don't want anyone to ever feel that their feelings aren't valid. There's a story on each side. I don't know the pain that they are feeling because I've never lost a parent. I don't know what it's like. They don't know how I feel because they don't know what it's like. I can't compare the hurt because there's no visiting, there's no phone calls, there's no small memories to make. Like, it's just I can't compare the two things. But I am deeply sorry that they feel that way, and I hope that they understand my page is not to spread or praise or condone the things that he did when he was younger. Actually, it's the exact opposite. This is exactly why I said the platform was supposed to be used to raise awareness for people that are young, that don't have no guidance, that don't really... thank you guys. I'm so new to TikTok. I am so new. I'm still trying to keep up with like when you guys send gifts and stuff, but thank you, Dee, for that. Happy girl, thank you. Thank everyone for tuning in. I know it's not what y'all want to see tonight, and that's fine because I wasn't going to address something that was negative, that was drama filled. Like, that's not where my heart was tonight. I do think that everybody that was commenting on my stuff had valid reasons to comment. Those are all true things of what they said. He was charged with the charges that they put in the comment. Those are all true things. However, I did delete some of the comments that were stating things that he didn't do. In Texas, there's something called the law of parties. Unfortunately, when you're that age, you get caught up in the wrong crowd with no guidance, and you end up doing things that you have to pay the rest of your life for. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, he's owned up to his mistakes. He has never, I know, people are saying he laughed. He's never laughed. He's always been genuinely sorry and sympathetic towards everything that happened. I mean, as long as I've known him, I've never heard him laugh about the situation. He might smile. Do you think he's still a good brother after you know what he did? I do think he's still a good brother, because one thing about it is I may forgive him for his decisions. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to forgive him. If you find it in your heart to forgive him, that's okay. That's fine. But if you don't, that's fine too. Every feeling you're feeling is valid. I understand where everything is coming from. I never have wanted or tried to dismiss what he did or put out there that he shouldn't, we shouldn't address the situation. I personally want my page to stay as real as it can. So if you come to my page and you are stating true things in my comments, I'm not going to delete them. I'm going to leave them there, because those are all true things. Right or wrong on my end, they're there. And if it's true, I'll leave them there. Now, the comments that are just flat out lies, people that don't know their facts, then those are the ones that I will remove. And so TikTok deleted some of them too. By the time I got to them, they were all saying remove. Yeah, I hate that this is what it came to. I hate that it was misinterpreted. I hate that I can't control the voice of everybody, but I'm human, I don't have every hour of the day to just be on here managing, replying, which is why I didn't reply from the very beginning. His daughter did reach out to me. I didn't reply back only because there's no right. I can't say anything to take it away. Nothing I say can make it better. All I can say is I'm sorry. I am sorry for the situation. I am sorry for the hurt. I'm sorry for the pain that you guys have felt all these years. I'm truly sorry. I don't condone anything he does. I never said he didn't deserve what he got. He does deserve to pay for his actions. He does deserve to pay for them. But one thing that I want to make very clear is my page is full of me just being real, and that's where I want it to stay. I don't mind, people stating stuff about him. Even yesterday, I had went on and I said I didn't talk about his charges the first day because I didn't ask him to talk about the charges, and I wanted to be respectful of the victim's family. That's exactly what I said. So, for a lot of people to be upset, I understand. I get it. Someone who hasn't been on either side, locked up side, or with someone who unfortunately passed away, you wouldn't get it. You haven't lived this, so you don't really know how to relate. So I'm sorry. Like, I don't really have any other words to make it better than I'm sorry. I've forgiven him for the mistakes he made. Thank you. Honestly, it's so sad. Like, I don't have any words to make this situation better. Yeah, I just seen a comment that said people act like you're the one that did it. Yeah, that is exactly what's happening. And I like I said, I'm not dismissing anyone's feelings, but I was a 13-year-old girl that had no idea what my brother was up to the night everything happened. So I'm trying to be as understanding, and I just don't want it has ever been to praise him or talk about he did this and he didn't do that. I don't know the details of exactly what happened. I know that there is a video that explains it. I'm aware of what was said is exactly what the court documents said. So as far as what happened the night that it happened, I don't know. Just like you guys, I'm just as clueless. I really haven't gone into detail for detail about the case with him, but he's not saying he was right and he should be out. Like, those aren't things he's saying. Hi, I was trying to read the name, but it went away. Thank you, though. So, it's just, I know it's probably a touchy subject for the family, and I totally understand. It would probably piss me off, too, to see, someone that was involved with something like that. Thank you, the queen. To be on my feed, too. Like, I would be upset, but I'm not here to bash your family. I'm not here to spread negativity or praise somebody that did something wrong. Like that, those are not my intentions. The only thing that I addressed and have addressed since day one was the lies that someone else have been telling on him and my family. So yes, I did speak out. I'm sorry that hurts some of you guys' feelings. I'm truly sorry that bothers you. But I still have a voice. I'm still allowed to use my voice. The mistakes and the things that my brother did do not represent who I am or the things that I can or can't do. So I just wanted to come on here. I'm gonna get off pretty quick, but I needed to make sure that my page didn't turn into something that myself wouldn't be okay with. Like I said, I'm not gonna delete anything that's true. I mean, lies, everything's gonna stay there as long as it's true, because at the end of the day, what he did, it's not a secret. The world can see what he did. Google it. Look up his name, his charges, tdcj.com, Isaiah Gonzalez. Go look it up. You'll see the comments of what he did. and how many years he got and where it happened. It's not a secret. We're not afraid to talk about it. He's okay with talking about it, but he's not talking about it in a way where he's disrespecting or diminishing the hurt that the family is feeling. He personally is mad at himself that he didn't do better as a kid, but he also, this is the exact reason why he wants to continue pushing. You know, when you're young, don't get caught up with the wrong crowd. Don't turn to the streets. Don't make mistakes that are gonna not only affect you but other people. When you're 15 years old, you don't have the mentality to understand that you're not only hurting yourself when you do things that are wrong, but you're affecting other people. 90% of time when you're making decisions, there's always someone that's gonna feel the decision you're making other than yourself. So again, this was all just to say I'm truly sorry for the family. I don't want my page to become this back and forth thing of team so-and-so, team this, team that. I am not a team anything. I'm truly just here for real facts, real positivity, bettering, encouraging, all of those things. So if you feel like you know something about his case and you put it in there and it was true, I left it there. If you felt like you heard something and it wasn't true, I took it off. Yes, I did. And again, I'm sorry to the victim's family. I don't really have anything else I can say personally that's going to make it better for them. But I hope they understand exactly where I'm coming from. And if they don't, I totally get it. I understand your feelings are valid. Everything you say is valid 100%. But I'm my own person. I have my own personality, my own... I'm so sorry. I have to keep declining these requests. So it's just... it's not me. I didn't make the mistake. But let's just keep it real, you know? If y'all want to talk about it, I'm open to discussing certain things, but I want to keep it real all the time. I don't like things that are spread that are not true. And that is why I decided to address this tonight instead of something else. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back off. I just had to get on here and make sure that everybody knew where I stood as far as how I felt about the charges and how I feel about the whole thing. And I spoke to him before I went live, and he himself said that he doesn't nothing, because there was this thing going around that he laughed at it. Nothing he that I told him or that we talked about, none of it was funny. Nothing is funny about a young boy at the age of 15 going and doing things with an older crowd that cost a man his life. There's nothing funny about that. And I know that there's a court document that says that there was offenders that laughed about it after the fact. That is true. However, there was 4 people involved. He didn't do this crime on his own. There was 4 people involved in the crime. It's not my place to tell every single thing. I'm not gonna get into the detail with who these people were, what they did, what was their part. But I do know if you guys come with the truth about what his part was, that's fine. We can talk about it. But when you guys start to say other stuff, then that's just where it becomes, it's too much, it's a lot to cover. It's a lot to try to make things better. After 15 years, I don't really think there's anything I can say that's gonna heal this wound or make anything better. But for my peace of mind, I did have to address it because I'm always going to stay true to who I am. And this is me. This is the raw me. I'm always going to keep it real. So, it's really sad. It's a sad situation. So I know another thing is like the whole money situation. They didn't really approve that we were talking about money going back and forth with, y'all know who. So I can't control that. Unfortunately, if he did wrong or not, he still, by law, was allowed to get that money. So I can't control that. I understand y'all may have a feeling that, you know, he shouldn't deserve any money. That's your right to feel that way. However, it's a law that he still can get money, and that's exactly what the discussion is between me and somebody else. But not once have I gone on there and spoke about the family or what happened. I kept it real simple with the charges. I don't care that everybody found out. I just personally didn't get into detail about it only because I wasn't familiar with TikTok. This is something that I had planned on doing later down the road when I got a little bit more familiar and I was able to know what I could talk about and what words I could say and things like that. But again, it's just, I personally don't feel like I've done anything to even put the narrative that I condone his behavior. Again, I will say it, yes, he's exactly where he should be, because you have to pay for the decisions that you make, and the consequences have to be there. Like, it's never a right thing to be involved in some type of situation like that. It happened. I can't change anything. I'm truly sorry. Thank you for everyone that tuned in, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off for tonight.